So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Happy Friday. Welcome to the studio as we play today to see if we can make life a little bit better, a little bit more fun, a little more exciting, whatever it is to you. It's all up to you, including living your purpose. You won't be happier than when you're living on purpose in your life. And I think your purpose can change. I don't think there's a purpose that maybe there's a big overarching purpose, but I think there's a bunch of purposes we live in our life. And sometimes, most of the time, I think you're already doing some portion of that. You're just not recognizing it. But what if you got to get out and find it? How do you do that? There is science behind this. There wasn't when I started talking about it. It was just how I saw things. But these days, there's science. It's awesome. How to figure out your purpose. That's what we'll talk about today. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com. The positive boost you need every single day, because life is going to get in the way. It's going to happen. Really good stuff happens too. It's neat. It's continuously growing all the time. And depending on where you are in life, things are quite different. Where I am right now, I have grandkids. Got 4 of them these days. Maya's going to be a year old pretty quick here. Kind of crazy stuff. But all those kids we've had over the years, they're in a whole different spot. So if you happen to have kids anywhere between a year and 18 years old, or even beyond that, if you're somewhere between 30s and 50s, I'm a little bit older than that, obviously. But if you are, I understand your life is completely different than mine is right now. And that's okay. It just evolves. It changes. It's different. But a lot of the stuff we talk about on this show, you can do and really get control no matter how crazy busy your life is. It's all the same as you apply it in the same way. It works. So pay attention. There's all kinds of good nuggets for you. How are you? My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com, the man with the raspy voice. Welcome to the Scott Logic Labs, where we figure out stuff. Actually, we don't figure out stuff here. I kind of do some thinking here. I give you my thoughts. I don't edit this stuff. I don't write a bunch of this stuff. I work it through. But where does it come from? Years and years and years of working in the trenches with thousands of people. Thousands, tens of thousands of hours, just crazy amount of time. And every single week, spending at least 15, sometimes 20 hours a week, chatting with people in coaching situations, kind of guided coaching calls, and seeing what's going on, and then seeing the result via a long-term relationship. And that's what you're going to get today when it comes to purpose. It's good to have you here today. On Friday, The simple question you should be asking yourself, and you can do this all day, every day, before every single meeting. How do I want to feel? You have a choice. You can get up in the morning and just roll through your day and just take it as it comes. Or you can get up in the morning and say, how do I want to feel today? How do I want to make somebody else feel today? And you can make that your purpose all day long if you wanted to. Imagine that. If your whole purpose is to feel great and to make others feel the same all day long, imagine how your life would be different. But it starts with you asking the question. If you're really smart about this, here's what I'd do. I'd take a little piece of paper, Post-it note, scrap of paper, doesn't matter. Write down your answer to how do I want to feel today. Stick it in your pocket. Later on, when you're grumpy at the grocery store, you can pull out some cash. Maybe. It doesn't have much anymore. And there in your hand will be that little piece of paper you wrote on, reminding you what you said you were going to do. I'm the boss of me. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. You can do it. You can. So how to figure out your purpose? How do you figure out your purpose? So over the years, probably the most common question that I get around here is, how do I figure out my purpose and face my passion? Common term that you hear me say all the time. If I were to expand on that question, it would be this: how today can I find my purpose and overcome my fear of living my passion? Now, what I mean by that is, what are the things I can do today, you can do today, to go out and find these little nuggets, these little experiences, little feelings that feel purposeful for you, feel like you're on your path. You'll know when you are. In fact, most cases, I think you are and you don't even know it. But the other part of the question is how do I overcome the fear? Now, I call it the courage to face your passion, because what I've learned over time is that it's not what you want to do. It's not even knowing what you want to do or how you're going to do it. It's getting yourself to do it. Having the courage to do it, to unlink those golden handcuffs you have. And when I say golden handcuffs, sometimes they're not golden handcuffs. Sometimes they're barbed wire handcuffs. And how do you get to undo them and have the courage to go build the life you say you want to build? You're the boss, so you go do it. It's one thing to find it. It's another thing to get yourself to do it. I do a lot of guided coaching. And the reason I do that is because I've just learned over time, you can take somebody, give them a course, give them some advice, give them a podcast to listen to, and you guys are going to take the podcast, shuffle away, do something with it. But to get you to do something with it is like 1% of you. But when I have my arms wrapped around you and I can guide you a little bit, life changes. So I have a quest. I think you do too. Live passionately. I got a 5-step process. It's very simple. Yes, I made this up, but isn't that what we all do? We all make stuff up. Because I decided a long time ago, there's certain things that I had to do in order for me to be happy and to live on purpose. What I'm doing right now today, whether it's good or bad or somewhere in between, and that's completely up to you, it's what I do passionately. I'm on purpose when I'm doing this. I'm in the moment when I'm doing this, completely, totally focused in the flow. And that became a result of this 5-step process. You ready? Number 1, explore the possibilities that are available to you. The more, the better. Many things will interest you, and you should be willing to allow them into your life. I like to think about this. Explore the possibilities. We've actually seen science come back and say the way people find their purpose is to try different things. Get out of your box a little bit. Just try all kinds of little stuff and pay attention to it and see if it works, and then try a little bit more. And you'll find that over your life, that's kind of what you've done. You kind of discover a new thing while you're doing a new thing. So do that. Open to that. As you get older, it's harder to do that, but you need to explore the possibilities, be very open-minded. Again, science backs this up these days. It's one of the ways you get to happiness, just looking for things to see if you'll enjoy them. Now, I liken it to an old advertising technique. Those of you in marketing or advertising may have heard this over the years, the AIDA process: attention, interest, desire, action. Attention, interest, desire, action. So let me ask you a question. If advertisers and marketers know how to get your attention, increase your interest, build your desire, and move you into action, don't you think that might be human nature? They might have figured something out about you because you're a human, right? Don't you think that might be the way your brain works? So if your brain works that way, don't you think you might want to explore the possibilities? See what gets your attention. See what builds your interest. See what builds your desire. And see what you want to take action on. That's step 1. Number 2. Pay attention to what really truly gets your attention. Don't fight it. Just follow the urge to explore it. Now, one thing I've learned over time is I scare my wife a lot because something, I really do. Something happens, something gets my attention, and suddenly I'm interested. I'm talking to her about it. She's like, oh my God, this is going to cost me money. Here he goes again. So I have learned to keep my mouth shut. I have learned not to share too much. I kind of wait till I get a little further down the road before I share it with anybody. And that's maybe a little sub tip here. So you want to explore a little bit, and then you want to pay attention to what is getting your attention and not fight it. Just let it flow in and just accept it. Because like I said on a previous show this week, It could be the internet, no, the universe calling you to say, do this, or it could be the universe saying, don't do that. Which one is it? So don't fight it. Just open up to it. And if you feel the urge to explore, go and explore more. That's all. Once it gets your real interest and you want to build desire, that's when you move to step 3. That's called a deep dive. This is kind of immersing yourself, getting involved. I did this when I learned to fly airplanes. I've done it for everything. I did martial arts when I trained my dog. I got interested in it, and one day, deep dive, boom, I was in it. Start studying, start watching YouTube videos, start taking courses, all that kind of stuff. You go deep, 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 get involved in it, and see if it sticks. Portions of everything I've done have stuck. Is it my purpose in life? No, not really. Which is why I don't spend a lot of time doing all those things these days. I stay with what I'm on purpose with. I can't get rid of this thing I do right now. This very thing I'm doing this moment seems to have stuck with me. So we explore, we pay attention, we deep dive. Now, when you find yourself really fascinated, we go to step 4. Fascinated, nearly obsessed. Even if it makes no sense, you're heading on a new path. Don't be surprised if it's nothing you've ever considered before. It might even be pickleball. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The pickleball thing has got people. They didn't even see it coming, did they? It's kind of like tennis, but not really. It's kind of like racquetball, but not really. I would never play something like pickleball and suddenly you're in a tournament with strange rules. And no, I never played pickleball. Formula is very simple. Exploration plus fascination equals facing your passion. There's some strategic steps along the way, I think, probably, but for the most part, that's what you want to do. Explore the possibilities every single day and just follow the bouncing ball until you get it. Now, here's the cool thing. You're doing it anyway. Right now, you are. We're going to be talking more and more about time and how to use the proper use of time, the proper kind of time to use to allow yourself to really explore these possibilities and get out and enjoy yourself. Probably get into that here in the next couple of weeks into maybe August and September as we begin to evolve into a little bit more of a guided program, a little less random than I'm doing right now. Oh, did I let out a secret? Oh, sorry about that. Listen, I want you to have a good weekend. In the meantime, if you want to chat with me, it's quiet. It's summertime. But come on over to Facebook, dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. If you would like the commercial-free version of this. Plus, if you'd like to join me on a coaching call, that's something we do for Daily Boost Premium members once a month. It's inexpensive and it's powerful. Just go to dailyboostpremium.com. Check it out. Become a member. We'd love to meet you in person on a call. See if we can shake you up for the day. Have a good weekend.